Welcome to the YCN Game of the Week. This week, YCN travels to Hartford, Vermont, as the #1 Hurricanes host the #5 Middlebury Tigers in this Vermont High School Division I Tournament semifinals. The Game of the Week is brought to you by Ramonto's Brick Oven Pizza in Claremont, always fresh. La Valley Building Supplies, for home improvement and construction from concept to completion. Casasa, free checking that pays, now available at Claremont Savings Bank. And HR Clough, the home energy specialist and Kearsarge Heating Oils.
Fourth quarter action underway here as Middlebury has the ball, moving from left to right. With it in the backfield, Trey Kaufman coming up the far side. As this final quarter is underway, Middlebury down by 11, 20-9, Hartford lead. A couple of yards on the play. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 7. Haven't seen Middlebury too lucky in their last couple of possessions. Had that interception at the other end of the field. And here they come again. This is going to be Andrew Gleason under center. 3rd and 6, clock ticking. In motion now is Simon Fisher, number 11, rolling out to the near side. Gleason still has the ball, airs it up in traffic, and that's going to come down incomplete right at midfield, which will bring up 4th down. And a tough 4th and 6 coming up for Middlebury.
Stay tuned at the end of our telecast for the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating Oil turning up the Heat Player of the Game, when we'll pick the top performer in tonight's matchup.
It's going to be a punt for Middlebury. Back deep is going to be number 12, Tyler Hamilton. We've seen him come up with some pretty good plays tonight. He's lined up at the Hartford 45. Getting ready to kick off is going to be Doug DiLorenzo with the punt again. He was the player down on the field before. A low kick is going to be pushed forward, and Hamilton falls on it. Almost got by him, but falls on it just on the Hartford side of the 50. They're going to spot this at about the 49-yard line, and once again, Hartford will take over going the other way, and that's going to bring out the offense.
Yeah, great job by the Hartford defense. Getting the Tigers to go 3 and out. It's a quick offensive possession for them. They got the ball right back in the middle of the field. If they can get a touchdown here, it's going to be really tough for Middlebury to come back in this one. Down 11 points, not a huge amount, but this Tiger defense really needs to step up big if they want a chance to win this game.
Gavin Farnsworth ready to take over on the offense for Hartford. In motion in the backfield is going to be Nick Porter. Porter's got the ball on the pitch. Porter gets his shirt grabbed and pulled down just on the other side of the 50, right about the 48-yard line of Middlebury. It's going to bring up about 2nd and 8 for the Hurricanes. Still leading this one by a score of 20-9 in this semifinal game, Division I. 10:48 left to go in this fourth quarter. In the huddle are the Hurricanes. Waiting on the line are the Tigers. Again, coming into tonight's game, 6-3. Hurricanes 8-1 overall record, undefeated in Division I. Underneath center is going to be Farnsworth again. He's got it. Pitch back again and immediately stopped. Looked like that was that Hunter Perkins, I think, with the ball, but he got wrapped up. Maybe got about a yard out of that play.
Yeah, the Tiger defensive line was all over that play. Saw Perkins get the ball. A number of guys broke through the line, made the tackle. And both of these defenses have looked very good tonight at different times, but just haven't been very consistent. I mean, Hartford, since they led up that opening touchdown, they've been very solid, more than Middlebury, but let's see what happens here.
Here's the snap. Farnsworth blocked over the middle. Number 77 got his hand on it. Maverick Payne, not too tall, 5'11", 185 pounds, but had that reach and was able to bat that pass down out of the air. So that's going to be called an incomplete pass here, and 4th down for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, that's exactly what Middlebury needed, a 3 and out, get the ball back. They are going to be deep in their own territory, but at least they're not allowing the Hurricanes to put up any more points on the board. Nice job by the Tigers D.
Perkins back to punt for the Hurricanes. Cody Pominville and number 18, Andrew Gleason, both deep for Middlebury to receive that punt. Punts away, and it looks like it's going to be coming to the near side to Pominville. He bobbles it, drops it, and it's going to be It looks like out of bounds. Who's going to have that ball? It is going to be a Middlebury ball, though. Very, very close call here for the Tigers. That right there could have put the game away for Hartford.
Yeah, that would have made it almost impossible for Middlebury to come back. And, you know, it looked like that ball was maybe going to go into the end zone. You know, they could have gotten better field position, but the Tiger return man decided to go for it, almost lost it, but fortunately for Middlebury, they get the ball back. Let's see if they can get a touchdown and get back in this game.
Cody Pominville, a 6', 140-pound junior from Middlebury, just bobbled that ball on the return and almost gave up a monster of a turnover. Here's Gleason, rolls out to the left, passes it across. Number 43 has it now. Trey Kaufman to the far side. Clock is running now. 9:27 left to go, and didn't get much on that. Probably a yard, about 2nd and 8 on the play.
Yeah, nice job by the Hurricanes defense, following the running back all the way to the left sideline, holding him to just a yard or two. Let's see if Hartford's defense can come up big here.
2nd and 8, once again Gleason down under center for Middlebury. 11 points down in this one, 20-9. Hartford leads. Here's Gleason out, handed off, and another stoppage right there at the line of scrimmage. Maybe even a little bit of a loss. Looks like actually he's going to get pushed forward maybe about a foot or so, but really nothing doing. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 7 here as the clock is ticking and time becoming a factor here for this Middlebury Tigers team.
Our replays are being brought to you by Kasasa, a free checking that rewards in cash each month. Ask for Kasasa at Claremont Savings Bank. Qualifications and rules apply. See bank for details. Member FDIC.
Big third down coming up now for Middlebury as Gleason has the ball. Drops back to the near side. Still has it. Looking to air this one out. Throws it along the near boards. And it's going to be taken incomplete. That's going to be, again, 3 and out for this Middlebury team. They're going to be deep in their own territory. You're going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, very solid by the Hartford defense. And that was number 11, Nick Porter, the sophomore, knocking that ball away. And both of these defenses have really stepped up here these last few drives. No one's been able to move the ball very much. And, you know, just a little bit over 8 minutes remaining for this Middlebury team. They're going to need a turnover. They're going to need a big play to make something happen if they want to win this game.
Going to be punting this one from their own end zone. And it looks like it's going to be Tyler Hamilton to receive that one. But it takes an odd high kick and really a slow roller inside the 40. Hamilton doesn't get to touch it at all, but Hartford is going to have unbelievable field position here to start their drive from about the 38. And let's take this TV timeout. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back. 8:04 left in this 4th quarter. Hartford leading 20-9. Hartford has the ball, opening their drive on the 38. With the ball right now, Nick Porter keeps it on the ground, still on his feet, pushing forward. Now gets pushed down. Gain of about 5 on that one. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Back out on the field is going to be Hunter Perkins. Looks like coming into the punt and huddle. We've said his name a couple of times. Had some plays tonight for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes coming back in. He's been huge. But that was number 11, Nick Porter. He had a really good route there. He was rolling to the left, decided to cut back, ended up getting about 9 yards. Nice run by him. Let's see what Cody Rhodes does on this play.
2nd and 1. It's going to be Spot. Farnsworth with the ball. Drops back. Going to hang on. He's going to get brought down. Big sack there. Number 72, Patrick Messenger, sending him a big old message. And a sack and a loss of some yardage here. And that's going to push Hartford back a little bit.
Yeah, it's a nice play there by Pat. And clearly somebody on the Hartford offensive line missed him, did not pick him up. I don't know if they just couldn't contain him or if they were confused about who to cover. But huge sack there for Middlebury. It's going to make this tough to convert now. 3rd and 10. If they can stop him here, Middlebury will get the ball back. And they still got a chance to come back.
9-yard loss on the play there. They'll start from about their own 40. 6:34. Clock is ticking now with the pitch. Back to Cody Rhodes. Rhodes up the near side, but there's a flag in the backfield. I think that's going to be on the Hurricanes again. It's going to be a holding call, I think. It is going to be holding. Looks like number 1. Looks like Farnsworth might have been whistled for that penalty. Looked like he held the defender as he pitched that ball back. But again, we've seen this woefully penalized Hartford team tonight getting another one, and they're going to get pushed back even further.
Yeah, and I said it earlier. I mean, imagine if this Hurricane team was able to limit their flags, limit the penalties. They would be in a much better position to probably win this game, and they've really just been their own worst enemy tonight, and hopefully they can get it together here.
Thing about it, though, it really hasn't hurt them too much. They're still up by 11 here. You know, they are making good third down conversions, but like you said, definitely, you know, one would have to wonder if there were far less penalties, how much better field position they would have throughout the night. Right now, they're at about third and Enfield, I guess you would call this one. They're getting pushed back a little bit, but no, in all seriousness, about third and 20 on this one. Maybe about third and about 23, actually. Try to make this conversion here. This would be a big conversion. This would probably be the game here as Farnsworth going to hang on to it. Nice quarterback keeper as he's going to get pushed forward. Almost back out to the original line of scrimmage, which is going to bring up about 4th and about 11 here with 5:45 and the clock ticking left to go in this game.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Hartford, you gotta punt this away, because even if Middlebury is able to score a touchdown, they're still going to be down. You know, they're still going to be losing by a few points. Yeah, I mean,
looks like they're going to go. Farnsworth's coming out with it again.
Yeah, I think you're right.
At this point in the game, though, what are you really going to lose? I guess is
yeah,
maybe
right.
their
That's
thought.
true. That's true. And you know, they're on the their own, or the Middlebury 39. It looks about.
Yep.
So it's not exactly like Middlebury would have great field position.
There's a flag down on the field far end here, all on the Middlebury side.
Oh.
Could it be a delay of game? Maybe. Nope.
Yep.
That's it. Delay of game for Hartford again. Took that one. Took some time off the clock, though, down to 5:11, but that's when they stop it on the penalty. Which now the referee's telling him to kind of hurry it up a little bit. Not at that point where you can just manage the clock and run it out. Still almost half the quarter left. Plenty of time here for this Middlebury team if they can get it going, but looks like now they're going to punt it away. As it's going to be number 43, Hunter Perkins. Once again deep is going to be number 4, Cody Pominville. They're going to kick it to him again. Hopefully he's got some better luck this time, as he does not. And it's going to come all the way back down. And right at the goal line, they're going to see who's got this. Pominville not able to get his hands on either punt as they're trying to get to the bottom of the pile here. I think Middlebury did come up with it, but if they did, it's really going to be all for naught. It was right about the 1 yard line.
Right. And
So
that was a great punt there. Oh. Wow.
Hartford ball. Wow, it does look like that it is going to be Hartford's ball inside the. Looks like they're going to spot this at about the 2.
Wow. I mean, to me, it really looked like the Middlebury return man.
Right at the goal line,
yeah. I thought he was able to fall on it, but this Hartford managed to come up with it, and that's, I mean, this game, if they could punch one in here, I mean, this game is.
I was just going to ask you that. Do you think this is the icing on the cake if they're able to get this with 4:50 left to go on the clock?
I mean, I don't think Middlebury scored 1 touchdown tonight. There's not enough time.
Yep, as off to the right, it's going to be brought in. That's a touchdown. Cody Rhodes with the ball. And that is going to put this game pretty much out of reach for Middlebury, as it's now 26-9. Hartford lead with about 4:42 left to go here on the clock. Do you bring the kicker out to, just try again?
I mean, I guess at this point it doesn't really make a difference.
Nope.
You know, I think you would, just to get him another try. You know, if he can hit one, get some confidence for him, some more practice in an actual game. But really, it doesn't
Nope.
make a big
Farnsworth
difference.
going to stay out there. It looks like they're going to try for 2 again. would make it 28-9 if they can get this one through. High snap as it's going to get pushed forward, and looks like it's going to be right on the goal line. They're going to, I guess, have to take a look at this one, but it's going to be close. Either way, big lead right now by the Hurricanes. 4:42 left to go on the clock, and it doesn't look like they're going to make it. Nope, they aren't going to make it. So conversion unsuccessful. 26-9 is the score, and a kickoff coming up to Middlebury. Let's take this TV timeout. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back. Just under 5 minutes left to play here at Hartford High School. In this one, which has now become all Hartford, 26-9 is the lead. After a Cody Rhodes touchdown, Hartford unable to capitalize on the two-point conversion, but they will kick off again from their own 40. With it is going to be Hunter Perkins. Kick is away. Decent kick. It's going to be touched by Middlebury's number 11, Simon Fisher. He's got the ball still on his feet, up almost to the 30-yard line. And that's where he's going to be brought down, and that's where Middlebury will start their drive in the waning moments of this fourth quarter.
Stay tuned at the end of today's Gridiron matchup for the Ramontos Brick Oven Pizza Play pick of the game. Ramontos Pizza, always fresh.
First and 10 for the Tigers. They're going to start, once again, they're going to spot this ball, it looks like, from the 29. As maybe get some more points on the board, but we haven't seen Middlebury's drives too successful in this second half. Screen pass to the far side is going to get maybe a yard, and look like a late flag coming up. What do you want to bet? It's on Hartford.
Yeah, right. I mean, this is how tonight has gone for Hartford, really. And I know they're up, they're winning, they've been successful, but in terms of flags, they've really.
You don't want
to
take those cocky penalties now when you have that lead. You want to get hit for personal fouls or late hits and whatnot. But we'll see what the official call is going to be. As the referee coming out here to midfield, it is going to be a personal foul. Face mask, it looks like, on Hartford. And we just talked about that. You don't want to do those careless penalties because even though you are up 17 points, penalties could hurt you. And, 4 minutes and 26 seconds really isn't – the game isn't over yet.
Yeah, it's true. And, they're up 17. So, even if Middlebury was able to score 2 touchdowns with 2 two-point conversions, they'd still be losing. But
and a field goal.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and, I mean, you're right. The game's not over.
Right.
But Hartford, they obviously want to finish this game as clean as possible.
So a couple of more yards here as out of the shotgun is going to be Gleason to the near side. Pominville finally holds onto a ball on the screen pass, but doesn't get much as he's going to be stopped for a little bit of a loss here for Middlebury. It's going to bring up what looks like now going to be second down and about 15 on the play.
Yeah, that was number 3, Brett McLaren, with the tackle there, and he's really the person who started off the year as their star running back. He was very successful running the ball, but we've only seen him a handful of times here on defense.
Once again, here's Gleason out of the snap. Holds onto it, pitch back now to Pominville again, up the far side, misses a tackle in the backfield, coming back the other way. Still doesn't get much, though, as he is going to be brought down by the Hurricanes, and not much of a gain on that one. Trying to see who that was.
I believe that was number 7, Austin Gaudette, the junior, making the tackle there.
3rd and 14 is what it's going to be. I think now that we're coming up 3 minutes left, this may be, in effect, probably the final play here for Middlebury here. If they don't capitalize on this one, I think this game's probably going to be over.
Yeah, I mean, if they can't continue this drive, I mean, it's done, yeah.
Yep, 3rd and 14 is where they're going to start in motion. Is going to be number 11, Simon Fisher, to the near side. Going to be thrown, and it's going to be caught and dropped by number 43, Trey Kaufman, which is going to bring up 4th down. And like we said, don't really want to put the cart too far in front of the horse for Middlebury, but I think this one's pretty much over.
Yeah, I think it's basically all wrapped up, and that was number 11, Nick Porter there with the great defense, and it looked like The Middlebury receiver actually caught it for a split second, but Porter able to knock it free. An incomplete pass.
4th and 14, going to have to go on this one here. And no matter what, really don't have much of a choice. 2:41 left to go on the clock. 26-9, Hartford leads. It's Gleason back. He's in trouble up the far side. Still on his feet. He's going to get pulled down from behind and back to almost the original line of scrimmage before Middlebury turns it over on downs. Hartford will take over at the Middlebury 46 here with about 2.5 left.
So I think, Chris, it's a good time to announce our HR Clough Kirscharge Heating Oil Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game. And I think it's pretty obvious. Number 28, Cody Rhodes, the running back for the Hurricanes. He's been a huge factor in this game. He's really been their workhorse. Had a number of very long runs and has been very successful, a number of rushing touchdowns. And then we also have our Ramontos Brick Oven Pizza Play Pick of the Game. And the play of the game, I mean, I think the best one we saw was Rhodes in, I believe it was the second quarter. He had about a 30-plus yard rush that set up a Hartford touchdown. That's probably the biggest play of this game.
Which, by the way, he also punched through on that drive, too. So most definitely, I agree, Cody Rhodes probably the star of the night here tonight. And still not done as he's out on the field now in offense. As Hartford has the ball, going to be pushed forward by the Hurricanes, but again dragged back by Middlebury. As the clock ticking, 2:22 left to go, bringing up about 2nd and 8 from the Middlebury, looks like about 44-yard line.
Yeah, and if I'm the Hartford coach, I might sub in some of the second-string players, get them some action. I know some teams take that as kind of an insult toward the end of a game, especially in the semifinals.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what Hartford's doing. You know, they still have their first string out there, but you got to have these guys healthy for the championship game.
Sure.
You've got to be good to go, but they're all still out there.
Under 2 minutes left to play. It's going to be Farnsworth again, and we're going to see a flag on the play. Is it going to be Hartford again, or were they drawn off sides by Middlebury? Nope, it's Hartford with a false start. And they're going to be pushed back another 5 yards here. It looks like it is going to be 2nd and 11 now with about 1:45 left to go.
Yeah, Hartford again with another flag. This point of the game is completely harmless, but still, you know, the coach sees that. The coach is going to let the players know about every single one of those.
Definitely something, you know, and when you're moving on here in the playoffs, you're definitely going to have to work on in practice this week.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, going into the finals, the coach is not going to have any of that. But for the most part, they've played pretty well here tonight despite all of the flags.
Clock is ticking now, and here comes Hartford back the other way. That's going to be Cody Rhodes again. Has a decent run. He's going to be brought down at the 30 for another Hartford first down as the clock is going to be ticking once they move the chains. Clock stopped right now at 1:13, 26-9. Hartford leading this one now in the waning moments of this one, and there goes the clock as it's ticking. Got only probably a couple of plays left here, and it's safe to assume that Hartford is going to come away with the victory, and they are going to be moving on here in the playoffs here and continue their almost spotless record, 8-1 right now. Looks like they're going to be going to 9-1 after tonight. This is going to be Farnsworth again, pitched back now to Nick Porter. Porter up the far side. He's going to get brought down, though, and for a loss here as tried to scramble around. Looks like the first guy was Trey Kaufman who got in there. I didn't see who made the final tackle, but that is going to be it here as the clock is going to be ticking. 32 is where it stops. 25 on the game clock, so time for about one more play.
Yeah, Hartford, besides that, the beginning of that first quarter, they've really been the dominant team here tonight. Middlebury came out strong. They scored the first touchdown, put 7 points up. But Hartford has really just turned it around. I think they changed up their game plan. And offense, defense, it's all been working.
And Hartford tries to sit on the ball here. They're going to run the clock down. And they're going to do it probably, that looks like it is going to do it here. As we're down to 21 seconds. And that is going to be the game here. As Hartford is going to come away with the victory tonight, 26-9 over Middlebury. Middlebury is done. Hartford will move on And again, on their quest to be back in the finals for the first time since 2012. As the time expires, Hartford wins this one.
Yeah, Hartford, they really deserved to win this one tonight. You know, they had a number of really big plays. They had an interception. Cody Rhodes was huge for them tonight. Gavin Farnsworth, you know, all of their running backs. Hunter Perkins, Tyler Hamilton, Nick Porter, a lot of them, they made a lot of huge plays in this game. And I think it was a really well-fought game for Hartford, especially when they came from behind, down 7-0 earlier in this game.
So once again, on to the championship now. Hartford again, best of luck to them. Middlebury right now going through the line for the handshake, but Hartford will go on here and look forward to the championship here tonight. We wrap things up 26-9. And once again, we do want to thank you for listening and watching. You've been watching the YCN Game of the Week.